Did you know that there is a magical number that if you encourage and enforce your child to read a certain amount of minutes per day, they can outachieve any other student regardless of socioeconomic status, regardless of race, regardless of gender. This is true both internationally and nationally. I'm going to tell you that number right now. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akiba. I'm a certified teacher turned homeschool mom. Welcome to another video, guys. If you're new here or if you're returning and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you can get these updates every day and encourage your children to reach their fullest potential. Now, this is so exciting because I got a message to my inbox saying, hey Akiba, how much should my child actually be reading per day? And I gave this person the standard answer. However, I don't think I impressed how important this is. If a child reads this many minutes per day, studies of over 9.9 children have shown that this can dramatically boost their achievement. That magical number is 15 minutes. Can you believe that? Just 15 minutes a day can make a child from the inner city of Baltimore achieve more than a child from the streets of Beverly Hills. It's crazy, but what's even crazier is the fact that the large majority of American students are not even reading for 15 minutes a day. So that's one way your child can get ahead of the game without you having to spend any money, without you having to do any tutoring programs, simply reading 15 minutes a day. And I will link these studies in the description box below, and they will achieve more. They'll score better on tests, on reading tests and math tests, etc. So it's exciting, right? Also, the study has also shown that over time in the United States, our kids have decreased the amount of time they spend reading. I have the exact numbers, which I'll link in the description box below, but generally overall in 1984, kids spent more time reading than they do now. Now, let's say you double that and you spend 30 minutes a day reading. Well, the child achieves and scores higher than those kids who are reading only 15 minutes a day. So I will go up and I'll tell you the exact statistics right now. I'm looking at my notes. Wow. 28% of students spend 15 to 29 minutes per day reading. 18% spend 30 minutes more per day reading. And 54% spend less than 15 minutes a day reading. Yikes. Get your child up to that 30 minutes a day. Now, what about age? Does age matter? Yes and no. You would think that the younger the child, the more they need to spend time reading in order to really get ahead. But in fact, it's actually the opposite. We don't see that big of a gap. There is still a gap, but we see about an 18-point difference in 9-year-olds, third graders who read 30 minutes a day than those reading 15 minutes versus those who read like 5 minutes a day, right? However, by the time they get to high school, we see significant gaps in students who read 30 minutes a day versus students who read 15 or less minutes per day or under 15 minutes per day. Get your child to that 15, and I'm gonna tell you, get your child to that 30 minutes a day. It's not hard. Here's another thing though. They have to be reading a diverse set of books. So if they love comic books and they want to read that all day, that's fine and great, but the older they get, the more diverse the books need to be. So check out my next video because I know that a lot of you have follow-up questions like, how in the world do I get my kid to read 15 minutes a day, every single day? And what other type of books should they be reading? Hope this was helpful for you guys. Remember that magical number of 15. Push to try to get 30, okay? If you can get an hour, that's even better. Another question people ask me is, how do you get your child to like reading books? Because some of you were like me as a child. You could not get me out of a book. I'm just reading the Babysitter's Club books over and over, right? Reading maybe 5 books a day. And some of you have those type of kids, but we need to diversify what they are reading. So what video do you want me to do next? Come on over to my Instagram channel. Take a look at my stories. I want you to vote. Do you want to see A, how do you get a child to like reading? B, how do you, or what type of books a child should be reading? I might come up with a C also. All right, guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm just going over these statistics. These statistics are absolutely wild to me. Here's another thing I'm gonna leave you with this. The difference in the amount of words that a child who read just 15 minutes a day than their counterparts who maybe read 5 to 15 minutes a day. How many more words do you think the child who read 15 minutes a day saw than the other child? 12 million words over the course of their young academic career. 12 million more words. If that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. Bye, guys.